Oh.
Wait, can I have a snack?
A snack? You just finished eating dinner.
Let's eat this.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sid. I am back with another video. As you can see, my ring light is behind me. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna make this video quick, but I pick up my son in about 20 minutes or so from school, and my morning was pretty busy. So I just squeezed in some time. I fit in some time to spend with the Lord before I go pick him up. And I was just thinking about two things, or a couple things I was thinking about, just about like some agitations that I was feeling these last couple days surrounding like different people. And also I was thinking about while I was praying before the new year. So I want to get into that really quick. So before I was praying, we were praying in our crossover service, and as I was praying, I was going in and just warring for different people in my life and praying for them before the new year, and just, believing God for their lives and different things like that. And as I was praying and I was asking the Lord, I remember specifically saying that I pray that the angels that are on assignment, who are being held captive in the enemy's camp, I pray that they be freed. I pray that they be freed to do what it is that you have sent them to do, to be able to complete their assignment, right? In my life and in the lives of those who I was praying for. And as I was praying that prayer, I had this visual in my mind as I was praying it. This is like the second time this has happened. Maybe third. Second time that as I was praying, I got a visual of what I was praying for. And then it gave me the words to pray even more. Does that make sense? Like, it's a beautiful thing. It's quite powerful too, because it looks like a magical movie or something like that. Like, I can't describe it in any other way. It's only when I'm like really pressed into the spirit that I can see things like that. But it doesn't happen often. Anyway, as I was praying, I saw this what I believe to be an angel bursting through like prison gates. And it was almost as if God was showing me that whatever was being held captive was being released in my life and the lives of those who I was praying for, the messenger angel, whomever the angel God sent on assignment for our lives was being released. Because sometimes in the spiritual realm, there's a war going on. There are demons fighting against angels and trying to keep them captive from fulfilling the assignments that God has sent them. And it was just, like I said, a beautiful thing to see the angel bursting through with the power of God, bursting through the prison gates. And whatever that meant for me, or whatever I meant for the person I was praying for, the people that I was praying for, is highly significant, because it just shows that God is moving and he ain't playing. And every time I think about it, and every time I hear, like, be mindful of your words this year, because a lot of things are happening rapidly. So be mindful of what you speak. Y'all, excuse me, my voice is trying to leave me. Be mindful of what you speak. Either life or death, whether good or bad, be mindful of what you speak, because you'll either get swift judgment or your words will come to life. Either way, your words are going to come to life. So choose life. Choose to speak what it is that you're believing. And so the second thing that I was over here journaling about were just dreams that I were having too. Just a lot of my dreams are surrounded around one thing. And I just asked God today to make it clear, make it plain as day. Plain, make it clear as the ocean waters of what it is that you're trying to get to me or get me to understand, right? And then I asked for scripture. So I asked God, I was like, Lord, so, after I finished writing in my journal, I try to, then after I open up and open my heart to be receptive to what he is, what God is doing or saying, I open my Bible. And before I opened my Bible, I asked him, where did he want me to go? Well, when I first opened my Bible, it opened to the book of Esther. It landed on the book of Esther, I should say. I want to go back to that really quick because I thought that was pretty dope too. It literally, watch now, I can't find it because it was just, but it literally, and it was a part that I highlighted. I think it was in the book of Esther. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm doing my flipping thing again. Hold up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, and the page that I ended up flipping to, because I underlined this verse in the Bible. And it says, as the month when their sorrow was turned into joy and their mourning into celebration. And that was Esther 9, verse 22. And then the beginning part of chapter 9 was, now the tables turned and the Jews got the upper hand over those who hated them. I don't know what, that was just random, but it just popped up. So I just wanted to read that. But where he led me to, or where he told me, or what I heard, was Proverbs 3. And I was like, oh, how fitting. I mean, you might as well read the proverb of the day. It's the 3rd day of the month. And so me not thinking that this is that scripture, right? So I started to read, and then I read down, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. And I feel like he was just answering me when I was saying, Father, make it clear. And he's just reminding me, trust me. Trust in what I'm doing without understanding. Whew, Jesus. And then as I read down a little further, because that was chapter 3, Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. And then again, I've been on this new wine thing, make new wine, right? So it says, honor the Lord with your wealth. That's chapter 9. And then later on in 10, and your vats will brim over with new wine, and your vats will brim over with new wine. In between it says, honor the Lord with your wealth, the first fruit of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. Honor the Lord with your wealth. Honor the Lord with everything that you have. I was just saying this yesterday. Give God everything that you have, not just your finances, your time. Not just your finances, but your time, your health, your food, whatever it is that you have, give it to God. And your vats will brim over with new wine, and your barns will be filled to overflowing. My God. And then in 21 it says, do not let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Do not let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Always be seeking to become wise in the Lord, asking God for wisdom every day. That is how your paths are made straight. Wisdom and submitting your ways. Wisdom is found only in God. Wisdom is found in God. So I just wanted to share that tidbit, and also say verse 25, because these are the ones that I kind of highlighted that stood out to me. It says, have no fear of sudden disaster or of ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. We know that each year, each day, each month comes with its own troubles. God just wants to remind you that, one, he will keep your path straight when you submit your ways to him. Operate in the wisdom of the Lord so that you won't be in fear, so that you won't have to fear, because it says, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. And then down in 33, it says he blesses the home of the righteous. Oh, Jesus. This verse was just so much, filled with so much just reassurance. Because like I said, I was just seeking him. Oh, let me see what time it is. Hold on, guys. Oh, did I watch that? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 3:21 p.m.
Okay. I think I watched that. Whatever. Anyway, like I said, this one was just filled with so much because, like I said, I was just seeking the Lord for understanding and clarity. And again, he reminds me, trust me. Trust me. That's the thing about this whole journey. It's all about trust. It's all about trust. But another thing that I highlighted was your vats will brim over with new wine. And I had to look up what vats was because I'm like, what is these things that are flying around? I think I have a bunch of dust bunnies. That's why I'm sneezing. My crap, I need to dust my room. Anyway, your vats will brim over with new wine. And when I looked up the definition of vats or what it is, it says a large vessel, a cistern, or like a tub. So if this large thing will will brim over with new wine. My Lord, my Lord. I'm just so thankful for his word. It says right here, to make your path straight includes the idea of removing obstacles that are in your way. God will straighten the stressful paths. He does not say when or how. He just promises that he will. Praise the Lord. That's the thing too. Like the promise of him, just him saying that he will do it is so reassuring, or just so reassuring even after spilling out what I'm thinking about or what I'm, dealing with currently in my life in general. It's just so good when he just says, or when it just reminds you, when the word reminds you that regardless of literally what it looks like, his word is his word, and that's going to remain. He doesn't have to tell you how, he doesn't have to tell you when, but just the promise in itself gives you so much hope. It gives me hope. It makes me continue to walk out and speak out what I'm believing him for. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Like I said earlier, swift judgment or manifestation of what you've been believing God for. Those are the two things that you can choose in this year, in this season, in this time, because we are in the right now of God. Someone said it yesterday that Kairos is meeting Chronos. Kairos is meeting Chronos, and when that time comes, when those seeds that you have been planted, when they start springing up. So what kind of seed you got in the ground? Is it a good seed, or is it weeds that are about to come up? Because whatever it is gonna grow. Bottom line, whatever you have in the ground is going to grow. So I encourage you, speak life over your life. Speak life over those in your life, and watch that thing grow. Y'all, I gotta go pick up my boy, but I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.